What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video kind of talking about some of my favorite summer niche fragrances, so let's just get right into it. Before I get into the fragrances though, I just want to say if you want to sample any fragrance in my entire collection, please check out my fragrance sampling website, top link in the description. Now let's actually get into the list. Alright, first fragrance I got on this list has got to be PDM Greenley. This is such an amazing scent. This is like $200 or so on discounters, maybe around $220 area for the 125 milliliter bottle, so fairly expensive. But this scent, oh, it just smells amazing. This is a very green, woody, fresh, fruity scent. Green apple obviously is going to be your main note, you know, Greenley. It also has a mandarin orange note as well as some bergamot, and then you're going to get a lot of oak moss in the dry down. You can't really smell the dry down off the cap, so I don't know why I'm smelling the cap, but yeah, you're going to get a little bit of oak moss for sure on the dry down, a little bit of woodiness, a little bit of muskiness, but mainly you're just going to be getting a really nice, fresh, fruity scent that has phenomenal performance and longevity for a freshie. In my experience, this fragrance usually lasts around 8 to 10 hours, and it projects really well, definitely above average projection for this scent. Really nice fragrance, super pleasing aroma. I think honestly this works great as an everyday summer scent. It gives off almost like the smell of spring and like blooming blossoms and flowers and stuff. So I know this is a summer list and it smells like spring, but it works great for summer as well. I love this scent so much. I think you can wear this whenever. It especially shines in the summer for sure. So definitely check out PDM Greenley. Alright, this next scent is my favorite summer fragrance of all time. Roja Elysium. My bottle's like half empty. I'm so sad. Oh, this fragrance, man. It's like $200. Maybe you could get it for like $160, $170 on certain discounters, but on most discounters it's around $200 for this 100 milliliter bottle. And it just smells so amazing. This is probably one of the best examples of a fragrance that has defined top, middle, and base notes, from my collection, at least from what I can smell. Because with this fragrance, when you first spray it, you're really just getting purely a super citrusy, juicy, fruity grapefruit and lime combination. It's really nice, and then as it dries down, you're going to get a nice aquaticness kind of emerges. It starts with like a 2% kind of aquaticness, and then when you get to the mids, it's more of like a 20-25%. Like, it's definitely obviously there. And then as you dry down fully towards the end of the fragrance's lifespan, you're going to get a really nice, almost like ambery vanilla woodiness that mixes really well with that. It's almost like a subdued fruitiness at that point when it dries down, and the subdued aquaticness. Just a nice vanilla, amber, woody, aquatic, slightly musky, fruity scent. It's just so nice. Blended so well. This is one of the best blended fragrances in my entire collection. It smells super rich and super smooth. I'm a huge fan of this. I definitely think you should check it out. The longevity is around 7 hours in my experience, and it projects pretty average for a freshie as well. I think you can wear this whenever, but I think it especially thrives during the daytime. It's a bright citrusy scent. But honestly, the dry down would work great for like a night experience as well. So honestly, just an amazing scent. This is my favorite summer fragrance of all time. Alright, the next fragrance on my list is Creed Virgin Island Water. This fragrance might be like one of the best smelling fragrances in my entire collection, and as you can see, I have quite a few fragrances. This scent just smells amazing. It's a heavy lime focused scent in the opening, but pretty quickly within the first couple minutes, you just get a really nice smooth coconut that comes out, and then it just smells like a straight up like coconut lime. What's that, like a mojito, I guess is the alcoholic drink that would be. It just smells so nice, so smooth, super refreshing, tropical, amazing, clean. I love it. The smell is just, oh, I can't even explain. It's just so good. If this fragrance lasted longer, this would probably be my favorite summer fragrance ever. But it only lasts like 4 hours, like maybe 5. I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. Not long whatsoever. I just wish it did. Super nice. You also get a slight salty aquatic seawater vibe. Very subdued, but definitely still there. I just really like it. I wish it lasted longer. It has good projection while it's on you. Definitely slightly above average, but yeah. I think this would excel most just in like a daytime, casual summer situation. But yeah, super smooth, super clean. Just reminds me of just sitting on the beach in a chair, just relaxing. You're rich. You have an expensive watch on. You have linen clothes on. Like this is the stuff, dude. Love the smell. If you can get over bad longevity, this is definitely a fragrance that you should check out. Next up, I have Xerjoff 40 Knots. This fragrance is very polarizing. First off, this is probably the strongest fragrance on this list. If you want performance, this is the one to go for. I typically spray like 7 to 10, sometimes 12 sprays with my summer fragrances, but this fragrance, 2-3 sprays. Like, this stuff is nuclear in my experience, lasts like 12 to 16 hours, or projects 12 to 16 hours. You can still pick up whiffs of it after that. It's just projecting for 12 to 16 hours. It's insane, and the projection is above average. This fragrance just smells like a combination of salty aquaticness, as well as some woodiness, some amber, a slight nutmeggy vibe, slight green vibe, slight cinnamon, and a slight cotton candy as well. It's just all that stuff, but mainly you're just getting a salty, ambery, aquatic, very sharp, punchy, very unique scent. When I smell this fragrance, I always know exactly what it is because it's so unique. It's so nice. I really, really like this fragrance, and if you want performance, this is definitely a fragrance you should check out. It's around $200 for a 100 milliliter bottle, but honestly, I would just go for a 50 milliliter bottle because that'll still last you a long time because you barely have to spray any with this. Those 50 milliliters are like 140, 150 bucks typically on discounters. So yeah, Xerjoff 40 Knots is definitely a top niche summer fragrance. The next fragrance I have is Parfums de Marly Percival. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If I could only wear one fragrance for the rest of my life, this would be it. This is just the epitome of fresh, clean, versatile, and mass appealing. This is a heavy ambroxan fragrance for sure, but it has a really nice like apple, mandarin kind of freshness, some muskiness, some woodiness, but it's a clear wood, so it's not like a deep woodiness. It's a very clean, almost soapy woodiness. Really nice. You get some musks, like I said, just very fresh, clean. You get a lot of lavender as well. It's mainly just lavender, ambroxan, some slight woody fruitiness. I love it so much. It's masculine. This is the kind of Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce / Mont Blanc Legend DNA. Very, very nice. So like $200, but if you want a cheaper option, you can go with Mont Blanc Legend Blue. Is pretty close to it. I've smelled it. But honestly, you can't like match Percival. Yes, it's $200, but this lasts 8 to 10 hours in my experience. Smells amazing. This is one of my top compliment getters in my entire collection. It's just so good, and it's really hard to beat. So I definitely suggest you check out Parfums de Marly Percival. Lastly, this is a little bit of an unconventional pick, but Xerjoff Naxos. People typically classify this fragrance as a fall-winter scent. But for me, I get enough lavender and lemon kind of barbershopiness out of this that I also wear it in the summer when it's not just extremely super duper hot. But yeah, like I said, lavender, lemon, you get a big dose of honey in here. Then the base, a lot of vanilla and tonka bean. So it's a sweet but very clean and soapy scent. It's super elegant as well. This is one of the best blended fragrances in my entire collection. You get a nice tobacco note in there that isn't spicy. It's just a very smooth and clean smell once again. Very nice. It's around $200. And just so good. I think this is great for the summer days that aren't too hot and you want to wear something very, very luxurious, but it can still be casual. I really, really enjoy this scent and I just love it. I wore it the other day. It's terrific even in high temperature situations. Definitely check out Xerjoff Naxos, even though it's not a super conventional pick. That is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked, please like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to sample any fragrance in my entire collection, please check out my fragrance sampling website, top link in the description. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.